Good morning, everybody. I'm Steve Straub with Europe Grand Tour, and I own a tour company and am a tour guide in Europe. And I could probably hear people's minds when I first announced this here. What? I'm the only tour guide I know. So how did it happen? It goes deep for me. When I was a kid, people noticed I could draw. And so off to high school, and I take all the art classes I can, and then I was introduced to science, and I said, I like that. And during my high school years, in the art classes, there were books to give inspiration, and they were, almost all of the pictures came from Europe. And I said, I want to go there. But somebody asked me at one point, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I said, okay, I want to teach. I want to explain things to people. And I like science, and I love art. And so I applied to university as an art student, but I'm counseled by somebody I love that, Steve, you can't make a living with art, so go to science. And so, okay. So I finished a 4-year degree in chemistry and biology, and that was not enough. I wanted another degree, so a graduate degree in virology came up, and so I did that for 2.5 years in a research laboratory. But the art thing kept coming back to me, and even in graduate school, I begged the professors at the art department at the university to let me take classes while I was doing scientific research. They said, okay. And as soon as I got that second degree, I head south to Tampa Bay. There's never been a question in my life about Tampa Bay. I love it. I love it today. It's been here 50 years. I didn't have any money really to speak of, so I applied to Pinellas County School Board. They hired me, and they sent me to Dunedin High to teach science. And I immediately needed something else. And so I looked for a studio where I could make art, and found one in Bel Air, and they hired me as an instructor after a bit, and I started showing my work, which was in clay, in ceramics. And my first art show was not memorable. My second one, I changed my approach, and I sold out. And at the end of the day, I had about $1,200 in cash. And of course, I look at it, and I literally looked at it and said, what am I going to do with this? Now, a clever young man, Jane, would invest it or save it, but I said, I'm going to Europe. And grabbed a backpack, and in 1977, made it through Europe on $10 a day, I'm very proud to say. And when I came home, another teacher at Dunedin said, I want you to work with me. Let's take young people, college students, to Europe in the summers. I said, okay. And continued 25 years with that teacher. Doing just that. She was hired as the first Director of International Studies at SPJC's, St. Petersburg Junior College, and I worked with her. And along the way there, I began the process of guiding people. I was the guy that handled accommodations, rail, coach transfers, and all of that. She did the teaching. But in about 2006, SPJC became St. Petersburg College, and they changed their approach to international studies, and I was out of a job. But I said, I'll continue this myself, and was successful as I made my way. And that's when I formed the company, Europe Grand Tour. And I continued to teach science at Countryside High School. Joe and I were colleagues, and in my summers, I took people to Europe, young people. I became certified in art also during that time, and brought AP Art History to Countryside High School. So I'm very blessed in so many ways, but I think mostly it is about power much greater than I directing my life. I enjoyed the sciences very much. I retired from them in 2019, had the business at that time, and had 2 full groups ready to travel in the summer of 2020. That didn't happen. The global plague basically shut my business down completely. But that's okay. Carried on, and so I walked in here in October of 2022. The travel industry wasn't bouncing back like I hoped to, and I joined you guys, and because I knew I needed you to keep going, and it worked. Here it is, 2024, and I have 2 full groups, 46 people traveling in just a couple of months. So it's a matter of me being very grateful to the arts and to the sciences, and very grateful to BNI. Thank you.